Melt the resistance and open your heart with Transformation Thursdays. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Transformation Thursday. I'm your host, Winnie Wang, a licensed acupuncturist that specializes in releasing trauma from the body. Oh my God, with me today is Master Porsche. Master Porsche is a divine love teacher. She has a master's in public health education, and she brings 25 years of experience in the health and wellness field. She's also worked in media and entertainment. She comes with such a deep passion for self-empowering others because of her own intense personal healing journey. And how very lucky we are that she actually wrote about all this in the upcoming book, Unlocking Light. So welcome, Master Porsche. Please tell us a little bit about your journey.
Thank you so much, Winnie. So my journey's been a long journey, but it's been very amazing and very magical. So I would say, to make a long story short, I think everybody goes through, at one point or another, a dark night of the soul. And I think that mine, really with all the different opportunities to heal, let's just say that. I was anorexic for a year. I was 96 pounds. I had panic attacks almost every day, many times a day actually. I was pretty much scared of so many different things. It wasn't just finances, or it wasn't just how I would cope with things. It was over little things. And I realized there was a big problem. It wasn't just my relationships were failed, or I wasn't at a job that I really enjoyed. It was much bigger than that. It was actually an issue with the soul, and the heart. And through all of these problems, obstacles, and opportunities to learn, I finally found Dr. and Master Shaw, and I found Divine Love with Dr. Rulin. They co-authored a book, Tao Science, and it really explains how to bring science and spirituality together as one. But before that, Dr. Rulin Shu was very instrumental in my journey to Divine Love. She's a quantum physicist and string theorist. But she had a big spiritual awakening in Hawaii, where she lived and where I was born. And she wrote this book. I just want to show you a little book about Divine Love. And it has I don't know if you can see, but it has this woman dancing. And truly, at the time, I didn't believe that it could be such a big transformation in my life, but it was. And she helped me to release all of these deep-seated fears, anxieties, really looking into my heart and soul, really finding what true self-love was. And it's a connection with the divine Tao and source, which is inside of us, but also a connection. Dr. Lin would say in Tao Science, it's a quantum entanglement love with everyone. Connection is love, and love is connection in Tao Science. And I found my love for myself, for others, for my soul purpose, for my soul journey. And that's really, I tell people, when my soul journey actually started, was when I found Divine Love. I started to take classes. I did a lot of the practices, and I really embraced the teaching and wisdom. Wisdom is only really useful if it's put into action. And when the heart is truly moved, it's moved into action. And so when I was really practicing some of these things, the Divine Love meditations, grounding, some of the humility practices, and also the chanting, they have sacred mantras. Mantra is a sacred sound or sacred phrases, like affirmations, but more powerful. And one of the affirmations that was really powerful was the first Divine Love mantra, which says, I am the inheritor of the whole cosmos. I am loved, protected, and supported by the whole cosmos beyond my wildest dreams. And it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to really dive deep into well, maybe Winnie would say the darkness or the negative messages that have been holding us back, and really look at those and really look deep into your heart and soul, and to be able to cry it out, or to really see how these things have been holding you back, and really be able to release those issues and those negative beliefs. And
Perfect.
Yeah. I just want to say this. The mantra also, when you repeat it over and over again, there's power in it. And it releases the negative information. So more of that positive information, love and flow from the divine Tao source can come into your field. Einstein said there's nothing that truly exists but a field. And so the divine love field is really quite amazing. So
Yeah, so I really want to connect with the audience because I know, for example, there is so much young women that are struggling with intrusive thoughts. Maybe they're struggling with the image, feeling fat. And, you used to work in the entertainment industry. And I know that you also used to be a yoga teacher. I know that sometimes when you're a yoga teacher, people expect you to look a certain way. If you're in the entertainment industry, people expect you to look a certain way. So, to everyone who's tuning in out there who might struggle with the way they look, what would you say? And also tell us a little bit the story of like, how old were you, in this darkest part of your life?
okay, great. So let's take the first part. That's this beautiful question. So yes, in the entertainment industry, media, I did modeling, I did pageants, beauty pageants. So it's all about image. And right now, I think we spoke about in 3 seconds, people make a judgment about you, right? When they look at you and they see you. And so, yeah, a lot of that is going on in our world. It's going on in ourselves, in our minds, in our hearts. We do this to ourselves. And it's the process of really reframing everything and really feeling the love of divine Tao source, and know that we have infinite worth no matter what. So back to the second part of your question, it's difficult. I came into the industry very young. I did my first commercial for a bank at age 5 with my father, and modeling and pageants. And then I was in the health industry for a long time, over 25 years. So I was a fitness director, I was a dance teacher of fitness, every kind of sport, like from kickboxing to like all types of, we did aerial yoga, we did everything, meditation. So yeah, the fitness industry is really big on your physique, how you look, and I think things are changing a little bit because of the meditation. It's balancing things out. And also I think that a lot of the classes that are coming out are addressing some of these issues, with meditation and some of the fusion classes. And yeah, the health industry is beautiful. Pilates, yoga, all of it's great. But there has to be a balance. It's not just about the physical, I learned, because that's actually when I started to seek other things and look into what else is there to help heal. Because if it's all physical, it's not a long-lasting beauty. The real beauty comes from the inside, the deep wisdom, right? And so that's that part. And then you also asked how old I was. Yeah, I was really young, getting into everything. But I would say 20s, yeah. And it's the one thing that's beautiful. When we age, we actually get wiser. I know a lot of women, they don't want to age, but there's wisdom that comes with it. And also, I feel more comfortable with myself now than I did in my 20s.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
How about you? Is that something similar?
I definitely love, I'm 43 right now, and I absolutely love being 43, and I don't want to go back to my 20s when I really struggled with self-worth, self-respect. So you mentioned something really interesting. You said feeling good and looking good is not just at the body level. It's not just you go to the gym, you diet, and there's so much more. And in this book, The Unlocking Light, we talk about healing at the soul, heart, mind, energy, and body level. Tell us a little bit about the experience of collaborating with others and everybody writing a chapter.
Thank you, Winnie. Okay, so I really love this project. It's something I really haven't done. But here's what I really love about it, that healing takes place on every single level. I learned early on in the fitness industry when I just couldn't help people at a deep level, you know, the deep level things like suicide, domestic violence, rape, incest. And so there's a deeper emotional and spiritual component that really has to be looked at. And this book, Unlocking the Light, is so phenomenal, and we have to give so much credit to Winnie, because Winnie pulled the whole team together, some of her very favorite people. And I speak about the soul because in Dr. Master Shah's teaching with Dr. Rinlin, the soul is like the boss. It is like the CEO. It is the top message. And, we have these deep underlying messages we really need to look at, from maybe our childhood and from other times, right, in our lives. And then Jay is doing the heart, right? And he's amazing. He's a shaman, and he really helps people to deal with some of these deep-seated issues because he's overcome a lot of that. And then we have Winnie. Winnie is talking about the body level, and of course she's amazing. She's acupuncturist, but she also has that deep spiritual side to her, right? And then also Addison. Addison's a professor of acupuncture, and he's overcome a lot of trauma too with his childhood and his father. Then we have Diana, and Diana is really good about people and about how the mind works. And so on every single level, it's so important to heal. It's just not enough at the body. It's not enough to just do, Reiki or energy work. There's more to it. And I'm not trying to, persuade you in any way. You can definitely keep your belief system. I'm just presenting other possibilities that people are now studying the soul. They're studying the spirit. They're studying the messages at that level. There's courses now in Harvard and other places that really look deep into these underlying beliefs that if we don't take care of them, the negativity of it, it can kind of control our life. So it's really good to dive deep and to really go into the heart. The heart field is 5,000 times more powerful than the mind. It's bigger, according to Heart Math Institute. So on all levels, we really need to heal.
Wow, wow, wow. I am so excited about the release of this book. And one thing that I really learned from Master Porsche is, there isn't one way to heal. And, there are so many ways. And the beauty of this book is through reading these 5 people's stories, you get inspired to embark on your own journey. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to put in the description field how to buy this book and how to stay tuned for the release of this book. And I know that we're going to have many workshops together, and you definitely want to check those out. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Please like, share, and subscribe. We equip people with the skills to navigate the ups and downs of life. Will you help us solve the mental health crisis? Please donate to Compassionate Transformation at lovect.net. Thank you, thank you, thank you.